Hey everyone. Welcome,
Hi, y'all.
welcome. So welcome to the New World Deli's first Sunday Songwriters. It's the first Sunday in November, an eventful month. And
Oh,
I'm Claudia
absolutely.
Gibson, and these are my guests, Bob Simpson from Lubbock. How are things out there in Lubbock? And
They are warm, windy, flat, and uh, that's Lubbock basically. That's Lubbock every day. We did have like a couple days of snow last week, which is always
oh
bizarre to
man,
me. But I mean, I've been a
well,
West Texas boy like most of my life, and it's like the first time I've ever really seen like real snow.
that's
So it's
Wow.
crazy.
it's kind of weird, yeah.
Well, and then we have Deann Rene from here in Austin, and I'm not too far
Hello.
away. I have a thing. I wanted to reduce this overlay, and I didn't get a chance up here, so I'm just taking it off my head for a minute while I'm chatting with you guys because I feel like I'm fighting it, you know. But Deann Rene from here in Austin, welcome, Deann. And your dog. What's your dog's name?
Tiger.
Tiger's on percussion today. He's adding like bells and
He's
those-
gonna back up sing too, so I'm just saying. Just warning you. He does.
Cool. Well, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play music. We're gonna chat a little bit. But since you seem so ready there with your guitar and your coffee and your whatever, hey, I was making this great coffee before because I bought a grinder this week. I was excited.
Ooh.
Why don't we have you start us off, Deann, if you want to, and tell us what you're gonna play.
I think I'll start with River Song. It's one of my go-tos. This song is about the Llano River. It's very near and dear to my heart. So I spent all my summers and everything there because that's where my family's from. But I did grow up in San Antonio. So, but anyway, this is River Song. I know a place where the river runs through, a beautiful place, leads me back to my youth. And when I was a little girl, my life would shake and shiver, but I was safe in my little world on the banks of that river. And I long to go where love grows, where that river flows, where that river flows. I've been many places. This life has taken me through twists and turns, and I've loved many faces. So much the feeling and healing burn. Well, I need to heal again from the path that I've chosen, because it's led me to mistakes, and now my heart feels frozen. So I long to be where love will find me. Oh, where that river flows, where that river flows, where that river flows. I need to get back to the place where the innocence that I once had led me to believe that I was free, yeah. Where that river flows, where that river flows, where the river Sorry, my dog.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. And he was getting so into it. That's like
great.
awesome. What's his name
Tiger.
again? Tiger. Tiger should be more like hound dog.
I know.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I used to have a roommate who, whenever she played Joni Mitchell Blue, her dog Clem was a hound dog, and he would start howling.
Oh my gosh.
It's really funny. So,
But he's not a hound dog.
No, I just wanted to show you a couple cool things Liz says that she loves when Tiger sings, which is really cool. I can share some comments because this is going across several Facebook pages, YouTube, and also through Periscope. My CT Gibson Periscope Twitter channel. But this is also going through Rob Allen in Scotland, is out in the Scotland Highlands, and he is broadcasting this on IMTV, medicineshowontheroad.me. So people in Scotland are able to, are kind of getting an extra little boost that they may not find us. So anyway, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Well, and I hear him scratching now. That's really funny.
No, that's not him.
That's not him?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I think that's my headphone. My
okay.
cord's going against my guitar. I'm sorry, I didn't realize
It is the
Or
joy of live broadcasting.
It might
It's
also
just
be my
fun.
cat, actually. She
Yeah,
likes to
it
come
sounded
in
like
here.
an animal. I had to
Yeah.
close mine because I have a kitten, and she comes in and starts doing things like biting on electrical cables, so
Yeah.
things where you're just like kind of like in the middle of a sensitive song, and it's like, and I get this look on my face.
Right.
But anyway, but Bob, let's go
Yeah.
up to Lubbock. I'm gonna mute you right now, so we're gonna mute the dog, yeah, and we're gonna have to have a little talk with him about broadcasts. He's just, he's not a good
Tiger.
production manager. Yeah. So Bob, you don't have any barking dogs there, except maybe your feet because you stand on your feet a lot. But what's going on, and what are you gonna play for us from Lubbock?
Well, let's see. What is going on? That's a good question. Today is my day off from my day job, and I'm glad to get to do the thing that I love to do the most, which is play music and write songs and that sort of thing. So yeah, my cat might be scratching at the door. If she is, I apologize, but she likes to come in here with me and be the audience. But anyway, you'll probably see her at some point in time during this show. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Glad that you're all here, and thanks, Claudia, for having me on board, and Deann, it's nice to get to meet you and get to do this with you. Everyone, give it up for Deann one more time. That was fantastic. Llano River, she was talking about kind of growing up there, and I, as a kid, spent a lot of summers out in the Llano River near Kingsland and that area there. Johnson City and so forth. So the song I'm going to play is a tune called Tell Me, which is off of my latest release. Let me see if I can angle that right. I don't know if you can see that with the light and all, but it's called The Emperor's New Moon. It's just an 7-song EP that I recorded a few years back, and it's been out a good minute while I'm working on new material and wanting to record and release something else here for too long, I hope. So anyway, this is how it goes. So if you enjoy it, you can certainly listen to it on all the streaming sites like Spotify and Apple Music, and of course my website, bobsimpsonmusic.com, where you can purchase the CD or the digital download there as well. So this is how it goes. Crawling out of the blues tonight, 'cause hell and purgatory ain't feeling right. Paper lanterns and your hardwood floors are reminding me of somewhere that I was before. You wore a mask as a face of surprise, where straight underneath were the hidden lies. Clock was ticking and my mind was blank, but you led me to a room in discreet restraint. Tell me what's it gonna take to make this heart not ache anymore? Tell me what have I gotta do to keep myself away from you? Summer night and the moon was down, but I met up with you on the edge of town. A cigarette where the wind was smooth and everything we schemed was coming through. You took my hand in the back, we'd ride out in the open air. I saw the blinking lights. I pulled you over in my arms, you sank and provoking me with every single word we sang. Tell me, how am I supposed to feel when all I've got is time left to kill? Tell me, what am I supposed to say to you when you're so far away? Said you were a woman who would leave me without warning and be the kind to leave me to die. I didn't think forever was a sacrificed endeavor, but making me so lonesome I cried. Waking up at 6 a.m. and I had to get myself back home again. Thoughts are racing down the dead-end road where I left your memory in a cloud of smoke. We got married about a month ago on a familiar island where the water's cold. You packed your misery and headed back, but I forgot about your girl and your heart of black. Tell me, what am I supposed to think? Every time my heart starts to sink, tell me, how's this gonna end? 'Cause each time I let you right back in. Tell me how. Tell me how. Oh, tell me how. Oh, tell me how. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
Just absolutely beautiful. And that's really pretty. I wanted to remind, before I play a song, I want to remind everyone there's a little thing going across the bottom. And, you know, it's kind of the equivalent of some nice person walking around with a tip jar. It's our virtual tip jar. There's just 2 on there because, you know, I have a limited number of characters and I don't want to confuse everyone. But if you are so inclined to drop a few bucks in the tip jar, you can go to Venmo at Claudia Gibson Music, or you can go to paypal.me/Claudia T. Gibson. T was for my maiden name, Thibodeau, because someone else already took the paypal.me Claudia Gibson, so it's Claudia T. Gibson. And they're also, what's important is also our websites, which are going along the bottom as well. So if you like this music, you know, jot them down and go check them out and join people's mailing lists. And we'll talk a little bit more about what's going to be going on for some of us in the future and what we've done in the past, because Bob sent me some great stuff. So I might I might ask you about that, and also I'll ask the same questions of Deann, so we can share embarrassing information about, like, you know, well, not current day jobs, but
yeah,
past things, past
I'm
gigs.
not. I'm definitely not happy about that one.
But you know, you know, what's funny is, and we'll talk about this more after, but you know, what isn't funny is that you know, because all of our music gigs, a lot of them, the majority of them have kind of gone away, the indoor ones especially, and so a lot of musicians are in the same boat of finding day jobs now. So you know, we're not alone. But anyway, I'm going to play a tune now, so I'm going to mute y'all.
All right.
I'm going to make you disappear for a minute. Because I can do that because I'm the producer, as is my want. And thank you all, those of you who are listening. And if you see my eyes kind of going crazy and looking at things, oh man, we have like someone listening from Belgium. Thank you so much, Patrick Van Troyen, and greetings to you. And also John Barilla, thank you so much for listening. I know you're on the East Coast. And again, Scotland, you know, so it's just really cool. All these people are listening. But anyway, I'm going to do a song that I wrote a few years ago. When I first started playing again, I guess it was about 5 years ago, I started going out to open mics, and I had this tune kind of hanging around for a while, and I finished it and recorded it on my first album the next year. It's called Real Love. Did they find real love where the stars align, or was it just chance and fate combined? Did they find real love? Did they find real love? If you took any given woman and man and joined them together for a whole lifespan, would they find real love? Would they find real love? Real love, love for a lifetime. It bends and twists like a vine, growing strong and entwined. Real love, the kind that can carry the weight and tough enough to weather the fates. A love that survives. Did they find real love when the stars gave way and see it survive until the light of day? Did they find real love? Did they find real love? When the clouds turn black and the winds blow cold, building a shelter, one to heaven home, will they find real love? Will they find real love? Real love, love for a lifetime. It bends and twists like a vine, growing strong and entwined. Real love, the kind that can carry the weight and tough enough to weather the fates. A love that survives.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
I was harmonizing with you. That's a beautiful song, and I can't wait until all of this delay stuff when we try to do music together remotely is not like we can sing at the same time and do that.
That would be so nice.
It's gonna happen.
Do-do-do. Yeah. So what have you? Let's just chat for a sec. I know you. We talked a little before, and you said you have a new album coming out in the spring.
I do.
With an interesting person producing it.
Yes. My husband, Chris Brown, is producing the album.
That's
and
awesome.
yes, and engineering is Ron Darginio, and he's the keyboard player in the band. At his studio, it's called Hoodoo Studios, and it's really awesome. This place
It's in
is
Austin?
so awesome. It's in Austin.
Oh, there's so many great studios in Austin. I mean, it's like, it's almost like sometimes I wish you could just like record a song in each because there's so many. It's just an embarrassment
I know.
of riches here in Austin.
It's
so
amazing.
that's cool. So we'll be looking for that. You said it's unnamed, but it'll be coming out in the spring.
Yes.
So and we're gonna have a little talk with Tiger because Tiger, he's got to let you sing. I think he's a little jealous and he wants to be the singer.
Maybe.
Well, what's up next? We're gonna put you up here and mute us.
Okay. Shout out to Patrick, all my Belgium friends. I miss you guys. Thanks for tuning in. This song's gonna be on the album since we brought that up. I figure I'd do this. This is about my son Andrew. It's called Superman. You came into my life. I was surrounded by kryptonite. You gave me the strength to leave for a better life. I felt your fear of not knowing what's next. You need to know that you don't have to live this way, and you don't have to try to be Superman. You don't have to try to be Superman, 'cause you already are to me. Before you, I never thought I'd know this love I know. As time's gone by, it's only greater as I've watched you grow. I know it's painful to face your villains. I'm proud of you for standing up for who you are. But you don't have to try to be Superman. You don't have to try to be Superman. You already are to me. Ooh. I tried to save you, but you ended up rescuing me. When everything was burning down, you could see through the walls no one else could see. When it's time to fly and follow what's written in the stars, always remember we have the power to heal our scars. You don't have to try to be Superman. You don't have to try to be Superman. You don't have to try to be Superman.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautifully done and a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Too.
My
Yeah. Now I know who I want to have sing on all my.
Yeah,
records from
really.
now on.
thank you. Hey,
Yeah. So
you
it's
too,
like-
that was
yeah.
that was co-written by my dear friend Cheryl Murdoch, who's pretty amazing too, amazing songwriter and singer here in Austin.
Awesome. Oh, and Patrick said he's hopes we can meet soon.
I know. I miss y'all.
Yeah, we all hope we can meet soon. It's like, you know, I've seen Deann and Austin on occasion, but it's always like we have masks covering our face. I was like, hi, and you kind of stand far away. And
I know, it's weird.
but it's nice hanging out just even in this way. And I know, like, you know, whenever I do a streaming show, all of us songwriters are like, you know, oh, this is so much fun, and you know, because it's like what we're used to doing, and what's really our lifeblood creatively in a way is just to, you know, to get that sort of give and take from other songwriters and get stimulated and hear stuff that's so great. Bob, I met you at the Dripping Spring Songwriter Festival, and you know, it's like that was such a great thing to get that kind of stuff from. And Deann, I met you at a gig with women, with Andrea Dawson put together, and you know, and we hear each other and like we say, oh, that was so great, I want to, you know, now that gives me an idea to that. So even though we can't meet face to face, we can do this anyway. So it's nice. And I just want to remind people, if you're listening and you want to drop a little money in the tip jar, just look along the bottom where it's streaming. All that info is down there. So Bob in Lubbock, in beautiful Lubbock, and it is one of those weekends in Texas that's, you know, one of the 5 nice days in Texas out of the year.
Yeah.
5 nicest
Beautiful.
days.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like in the 70s here right now.
Oh, it's
and
lovely.
Kinda, yeah, it's
So
pretty.
what are you going to
it's
do
interesting.
next? I loved your previous tune. So
Yeah.
oh wait, before we get started with, well, we'll do that after we play. Let's get
Okay.
you playing because we don't want to
Sure.
run out of time.
No, I was actually thinking about that. Well, just a second ago about when we first met, and it was the Dripping Spring Songwriters Festival. But I do recall seeing you play at the Southwest Regional Folk Alliance conference. I want to say the year prior. You were
Oh yeah, we
on
did.
like
Yep.
on the main stage on a Friday night or Saturday night. I can't remember exactly which, but I didn't get
I
to meet
was
you
not on the
there.
main stage, but I'll
Was it
take
on the
that.
main I want to say you were.
It might have
were
been
you
in a
not?
room. No.
Okay,
no,
maybe
wasn't.
it had to have been a room then.
It was a
Okay,
room.
I thought it was. Oh, okay.
I'll take
So,
it though.
Yeah, I mean it was a while back, but anyway, so this is a tune that I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm hoping to hear pretty soon. I'm actually kind of toying with home recording as we speak, so this will be something that I'll lay down eventually. But this is a tune called "Peace of Mind." Walking towards the summer sun that burns me till I'm blind, like the foggy morns of ruin or the hands of time. There's nothing left to set my soul on fire. Running till the daylight's done, leaving love behind, and all that inspiration that I once desired has taken flight and parted on my dime. We're out amongst the wreckage, underneath the stars, where I spend most of my time, in the nightclubs and the bars. But one thing is for certain that I won't deny is that I'm on my way to find a peace of mind, looking for a peace of mind. Eyes on that horizon line, near to the wind. Things I used to have lost in the crowds of life I'll never find my way back to again. Swimming closer to the shore, drowning in the tide. There's a drift that's like a gateway to the future's rise, and it won't let me shake this awful fright. My mind's a little hazy, my soul's a little cold, after seeking out refuge from the doorsill of the boat. And now that's all behind me, and no one can deny that I'm on my way to find a peace of mind. Looking for peace of mind. The volume of a busy street, rolling out on time, just to reach that destination I've been pining for, as I withdraw from the solemn taste of life. A call from the northern blows, tearing at my seam, from the white line to the railway there and in between. I'll be shaken from the burdens of this dream. The devil's on my shoulder, stirring up a storm, while the angel in my pocket guides me right on out the door. Nothing to forsake me, or that can confine, while I'm on my way to find a peace of mind. Looking for that peace of mind. Thank you.
Yeah.
Something like that anyway.
So pretty.
Thank you.
That's so
Thanks.
pretty. Oh, I got to turn up.
Looking
my-
for that peace of mind.
Aren't we all?
Depending on what time
Aren't
of day it
we
is, I
all?
might be looking for that piece of pie.
Well, I had to go
Or
off
cake.
pie, but I haven't. You know, I had that COVID gain, you
Oh,
know,
I hear you.
that they
I
all
hear you.
talk about. Yeah.
Me too.
And so it was getting a little out of hand, and so I kind of, after about like 2 months, because I was like, you know, we all thought it was going to end, right? And so it's like, oh yeah, just eat whatever I want, da 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 da. And then I realized, oh, if I keep up at this rate of gaining like 10 pounds, you know, in a month and a half, I'm going to like, you know, pretty soon, you know, have a side gig as a beach ball in the pool or something. So I, and plus nothing was fitting, and I was just, it was
Yeah.
getting me more depressed. So I started swimming again once the pool with the Y opened. I started running, but that messed up my knee, and I started swimming. And I started watching what I was eating, and I've now, it's taken me 3 months, but I've lost 50
Wow.
pounds. So
Well,
We
you
go,
look
I know.
fantastic, Claudia.
You look
well,
amazing.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was really hard at first.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta like kind of get used to, you know, like not shoving things in my mouth all the time.
Yeah.
So. But I, you know, Bob, I'm going to ask you because you sent me some answers to questions that I
Yeah.
sent around.
Yeah,
so
that was
I'd like
fun.
us to share since we're like about halfway through. I love the name of the first song you ever wrote.
Yeah.
It was called
Velveteen.
Velveteen. What was it about?
Um,
Do you remember a lyric, just a line from it?
see, that's what I was trying to remember last night.
So it was either a rabbit or a person.
Well, it must have been a person. I remember where the inspiration came from. You know, it was the first song I had ever written, and I mean, I could probably still play the chords. I've got to have the lyrics around here someplace, but it's just been so long, and I think there's like a demo of it that exists somewhere. But anyway, I was 17 years old. I was in high school, and I was aspiring to be a singer-songwriter. I had just discovered Neil Young and James Taylor. And,
Oh yeah.
Nick Drake and
Oh,
these guys and stuff. And I mean, I come out of the era of Pearl Jam and Nirvana and Soundgarden and Alice in Chains, and that was
just
that
the
was
top,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, just a wee little young one. And so when I discovered how beautiful music could be with just words and a guitar in its natural state, I was really into that.
So was
And
Velveteen a metal song, or was it like an
No,
acoustic
it
song?
was
'Cause it
not.
sounds like
It
it
was an
almost
acoustic-
could be a Nirvana
it,
song.
it could. I mean, it was a Lenny Kravitz song, so there's a little bit of
Oh, okay. There you go.
a moderate there. But
There you
no,
go.
so I was in school, and we were reading. I can't remember what book it was. It was some kind of classic that they, it's mandatory that you read.
Yep.
And there was something in the book that struck me. The Canterbury Tales.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
yeah.
That's what it was.
Darn.
There was something in that book that struck me, and I found that. And y'all, whoever, if you're watching, I'm sorry, but that book really bored me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was horrible, I thought.
Yeah.
And there was something that I was reading, and I want to say that word Velveteen came up, and they were talking about something or someone, and it just, this idea came to mind. So that's what my
So that was your
inspiration
first
was.
tune. So what,
Yeah.
Deann? Do you remember what your first song was and what it was called? Was it embarrassing?
The only thing I can remember, the thing that I can remember, like in my
How old
adult,
were you? How old were
I
you?
was
when you
like 7 or 8. Okay, and I didn't know how to play guitar then, but my dog Fluffy ran away. Okay, and so I wrote this
We're
song.
laughing. Poor Fluffy. I'm sorry.
I never saw the dog again.
Oh.
Yeah, well, so it ran away, and I was so angry, and I was angry at God, so I wrote this very angry song. And I called it "It's All Your Fault."
Oh, wow, that's heavy. And you were 8, and you were like already railing at God.
I
That's
was-
pretty awesome.
I'm sorry, God.
That's awesome. Mine is so tame in comparison. It was like I learned how to play guitar when I was, I don't know, 11 maybe.
No, that's
And
awesome.
I was stealing my sister. Sorry, Jackie. I think you're tuned in, but I couldn't. I wanted to play cello, and my mom couldn't afford the lessons and the cello rental from school. So I started sneaking my sister's guitar because I just wanted to play something. And I wrote this. And you know how you do the chunk 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 chunk.
Yeah.
Everyone when they
Yeah.
first start playing, they write songs with that chunk chunk chunk. And I wrote this
I still
really.
do that.
I wrote this song called "Someday I'm Gonna Build Me a House." I guess that I thought it sounded like a folk song or something.
It does sound like a folk song.
Someday I'm gonna build me a house, and it was like, this is really inauthentic and terrible. And even I knew that because I never tried to play it after I wrote it. I just got it out of my system. But I learned right from the beginning not to be afraid to write a bad song. So.
Yeah.
That said, I'm going to play a song that hopefully is better than that one. Is it my turn now? Yes?
Yeah.
It is
Keep
your
track.
turn.
It is, okay,
Yeah.
up on the top left. Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, just before you start, I just have to say this real fast. Deann, I just want you to know that there is a song called Fluffy about a pet dog
Oh, man.
by the band Ween.
Oh.
Wow. Is it railing at God? Because I think you could redo this song
it's
as like a
not.
thrash metal, and it could be like, why? You die, Fluffy! It could be something like that. It'd
Not
be
not
great.
quite. It's actually, so Ween put out this album called 12 Golden Country Greats or something like that, and it's like an album of country songs, that just funny, weird country songs that they made, and it's one of my favorite records ever. But definitely
We will
check it out. It'll probably make you cry and laugh both at the same time.
That's always
Oh,
good.
I have to do that. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well,
Fluffy by Ween.
I'm gonna, on that note, I'm gonna play a song, and I'm sorry if I got anyone's eardrums with my imitation of thrash metal, but I'm playing this song because Bob always likes it whenever I play with him. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad you're gonna play that song," or "Could you play that song?" This is a song. It's the title track from the EP. That gosh, when did I? Has it been out for 2 years now or 1 year? It was 1 year this spring, and it's called Louisiana Sky. 60 miles from nowhere, city lights left behind, just me and the highway in a Louisiana sky. I heard the past come a-calling like a voice from up high, saying we all once lived here under Louisiana skies. Crossed a bridge over the bayou, sugarcane grows tall and wide, plantation cabins down an old gravel road. There's ghosts in the live oaks telling tales from old souls. Blue beads in their pockets to keep off the evil eye. Couldn't lift them to freedom under Louisiana skies. And on their papers, first names only, Moses, Martha, and a child. Life story is left here through cypress and stone, once flesh and blood, now dust and bone. Clouds darkened and swirled down, lightning crackled and cried. Tears of history were streaming from a Louisiana sky. Cabins empty and dusty, voices still by the time. I send my prayer to the nameless in the Louisiana sky. Said you won't be forgotten under Louisiana skies.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
love it.
That's
Thank
beautiful.
I remember I believe I had heard that song from before, but it wasn't until I saw you at Kerrville. You handed me the CD and I played that on my way back
Oh.
to Lubbock, and I was like, I just like kept hitting the back button because it's such a good song.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like the. It was a pretty minimal production on that, but
It's
but
great.
I liked it. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you. I
it's
appreciate
great.
it.
I mean, you don't. There's just some things that you just don't need a lot of big brashy stuff. You know, you just need something simple, and what you put out is fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah, we just
So-
had bass and pedal steel on there. What?
Oh wow, I bet that's beautiful.
It was
I
nice.
haven't heard that. So it's a story about a family in Louisiana.
Well, it's a
Or-
story about just really briefly. I was driving back from New Orleans to Texas, and you know how you see these signs for like plantation tours, and you know that always seem kind of creepy to me because
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, let's go admire the fine house where
Yeah.
people like basically kill themselves as slaves.
Yeah.
But I just I had seen like some old family papers from my husband's side of the family that were actual titles to people, because he had relatives from one side of his family that were like Southern aristocracy, and they were slaveholders. And at
Wow.
Tulane University, I got to go into this archive and look at this box, and they were titles, and those were like the names of some of these people. It would just say like Moses, age 35, or Martha. And it was like I'm holding like you would hold a car title, you know, but it was a human, and this represents their life. And it kind of was very disturbing at the time.
Yeah.
And so when I was driving back, you know, and it's not like any sort of complete statement on it, because I heard like someone say to me, well, you know, it's not, you don't really go into it enough. And it was just sort of an impressionistic thing that I wanted to see what one of those places looked like that actually had slave cabins on. So when I was driving back, I went to one. I asked my husband to look it up on the internet, and he did. And I went to this place that had these, you know, 300-year-old cabins kind of standing very eerily empty, just as they were, with giant live oaks over them. But when I went there, when I pulled up, all of a sudden like this giant storm came in off the Gulf, and it was really scary. There was lightning like cracking over our heads, and you know, and so you know, we went from like walking through these very eerily abandoned places to going back, and what was strange about it was you could feel like it was sort of visceral. Like you could feel like there were stories, there were lives there. People, you know, had difficult, terrible lives, but you know, you wanted to hear their stories, but you couldn't just reach through the veil of time and get it. So
Wow.
Anyway,
Well, that's a
what do
great
you
song.
have for us, Miss Deann?
Okay, well, I will. This song I wrote about my husband, and I'll tell you the story. It's really interesting because he. Okay, when we were first dating, I had a show at. It was an outdoor gig, and it was a big party and a bunch of South Austin people and hanging out. But we met behind the stage after everything had died down, and we were all doing like a little song swap deal. And so I had just finished this song after having one of our first dates, or we had just started dating. So I had just finished this song, and he said, I have a new song, and I said, I have a new song. And so he starts playing his song, and I was like, is this about me? Because it described our whole date and the night, and the moon was full. It was a blue moon. And then I played my song. So we had both written songs about each other and didn't know until that night when we started singing them. But this is that one. It's called Take a Chance. A hot summer night in a crowded room, white wine cooling down my restless mood, sweet music playing a familiar tune. I watched through the crowd, and then my eyes find you. Well, I want you to know I can't let this go. So why not take a chance on love with me? Why not say you'll dance all night with me? I slowly walk toward you. I try to think of something funny to say, and my heart swells so much, my words probably won't make sense anyway. See, I know what it feels like to have heartbreak. Maybe a dance or two can help relieve your heartache. And well, I want you to know I can take this slow. So why not take a chance on love? Restless soul, searching for something that's true on this hot summer night. Who knew I might have a chance at love? 'Cause I found you. So why not take a chance on love with me? Why not say you'll dance all night with me? Why not take a chance on life with me? Take a chance with me. Oh, oh. Take a chance. Take a chance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
My dog is crazy.
Yeah,
Your dog is
fantastic.
kind of crazy. I was saying in our little private chat over here that when he was going, ooh, it kind of sounded like, you know, like sometimes you get a random drunk guy in the audience who kind of goes, oh, you know. It sort of
Let me
sounded
show-
like that.
let me
Can
show
we
you.
see? We want to see.
He's right
Oh my goodness. Oh, he is so cute. Yeah,
He's
I wouldn't
precious.
kick him out either. He's just too cute.
Yeah.
He looks like an Ewok. He's really
He
there's a lot of
does.
sound coming from a little guy, you know.
I know.
He shares
It's
your,
crazy.
you know, your ability to really belt it out. It's great. You got the perfect dog. It's awesome.
Thank you.
So Bob, you have a, and that's a beautiful song, Deann. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. That is
Thank you.
Absolutely
It's really,
beautiful.
really nice.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
there, I just have to say, there's been some really nice people saying, you know, just beautiful, beautiful things, and so like,
Aw.
thank you so much, and
Thanks.
and my friend Marcy, thank you so much, Marcy. I usually see at David Lee's songwriting thing down in Spring Branch, but I haven't been going to that, and because I haven't been going to anything. And my friend Julie in Nashville said, "Love this song" when I was playing a tune. So, thank you all. It's really nice, you know, to kind of gather everyone in and listen. So we got one more from Bob, and then I'm going to end it up with one, I think. And so we'll. Oh wait, did we go? Yeah, Bob's next. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You're next. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's get you going
So-
up here.
All right. Well, again, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure that one day, before too long, we can all be in a room together doing this at New World Deli in Austin. Such a neat place. I got to do a New World Deli gig a couple of months ago with Mr. Terry Klein, a great songwriter from Austin, and Zoe Carter too. So anyway, it's cool to get to be part of Claudia's deal with New World Deli. So anyway, this is a tune about leaving home and never looking back. It's called Hometown Blues. Busted, broken, looking at a picture of me, with arms reached out, holding on to signs of belief, willing to fall and looking forward to leaving it all, while the truth is on fire but nobody's taking the call. Go ahead, take a look inside. I'll tell you right now, there's nothing you're gonna find. You see it in my eyes and see it's true. This town don't want anything of me or you. Just a few steps ahead, but kept my past behind. Pressing on, but bad ideas are coming to mind. Was shot through the heart so many times that I'm poised to break. I'm right back where I was, but more than one way. Gotta get out of town, no strings attached. You get away from this cage just by lifting the latch. The store's in the soil, then I'm leading the way. There isn't no reason for me to stay. Normally this is where a guitar solo or something would happen, but it's just me right now. Someone get out a kazoo quick. Jesse.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
That is really nice. Oops,
I'm jealous of you guys'
myself.
guitar skills.
You know, it's just I spent several years locked in a room. I don't have social skills. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I was a bored child, so I just was like, guitar, let's do this, and
Yeah.
just started learning. So that was it. So
Yeah.
I'm just passionate about music, so I just stuck to it, and I play. I try to play every day.
Me
just
too.
so.
Yeah, I don't know if I do play every day. I think most of the time. I know what I wanted to before we do this last tune, because I'm going to do a song, and I'll ask you guys to sing along muted, because you'll probably know it because it's not my song. But so Bob, you said when you wanted to be growing up, you wanted to be a singer-songwriter. So Deann, what did you want to be when you were growing up?
A singer and a dancer.
Wow, so you knew.
I knew. When I was, my first performance was when I was 5. On a big stage, I sang "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window?"
Oh, that song! If my husband Harlan is still listening, that song apparently when he was a child made him cry. That his mom would have to turn it off whenever it came on somewhere because he would start sobbing uncontrollably.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, like me with Bambi. I wanted to be a movie star. I thought that was going to be a really great job. And then after that, I wanted to be a singer because, I grew up when all that stuff was, all those, TV cool music shows were on.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'd be up there in go-go boots and singing away with a big giant microphone and, and there'd be a whole band behind me with a horn section. That did not happen. But anyway, I'm going to end with this song, and I wish you guys could sing along, but you can't because of latency issues. But I do want to say, and we will say our final goodbyes after this. We're going a little late, but that's okay. This is not a long song because I won't be doing the whole version with a guitar solo because I can't. But anyway, I'm gonna. This is Nick Lowe's song called "What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding,"
Good
and I
song.
feel like in this day and age, that song is how old? 40 years old.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's never untrue. Through human existence, because we all tend to, just be at each other's throats all the time, and for one reason or another. And I'm really hoping that after this election, somehow we find a way to a more peaceful coexistence, acceptance. So we'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Hope so.
I'm going to sing this one, and then we'll come back together and say so long. So don't go anywhere, guys, okay?
All right.
And thank you so much, folks out there who are listening. I really appreciate it, for you guys hanging in there. And those of you who've tipped us, it's super nice. And if you're so inclined, the little address is going down there. This is Nick Lowe tune. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, I ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? But each time I feel like this inside, there's one thing I want to know. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? As I walk on troubled times, my spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Where are the strong, and who are the trusted? And where is the harmony, sweet harmony? 'Cause each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so fun about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so fun about peace, love, and understanding?
Yeah, that's great.
That was beautiful.
And if I could have Bob
I,
playing on it and have Deann sing in harmony, that would be like so nice.
I was totally
Yeah.
singing the harmony with
Yeah.
you right now.
I mean, I'm a Nick Lowe fan, so yeah, I was jamming
That's
out
beautiful.
too.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I just want to say, I see that Joanna, who's like, I don't know if you know Joanna Howard.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, oh, of course you do, because you've played with Michael. Yeah, her squeeze, Michael Cross, and we started this series doing this live at New World Deli in March, and it was a great show because Joanna and Michael always pull in a great crowd, and we had so much fun. So thank you, Joanna, for watching, and hopefully we'll all be able to do this in person pretty soon. So thank you to everyone who tuned in, no matter whether you're on one of our Facebook pages or whether you were on YouTube or Periscope or overseas on the Medicine Show. Thank you so much. And you guys, you too, Deann and Bob, thank you so much for joining
you.
me.
Thank you so much for having us.
And I wish we had longer. And you guys just hang out in the studio after we're done. And everyone else, thank you so much. And we hope to see you back next month in December. I don't know what the exact date is, but it's always the first Sunday because it's the first Sunday Songwriters. So thanks. Bye.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. I was expecting her to be here.
Wait a second, are we still live?
No, we're not live.
It says.
Oh, are we?